Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors. They'll go up against the New York Knicks. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burt, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And checking out some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Towns. And it's McBride in at the point. And for the Warriors, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at center. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Curry outside, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got the game going here with the first basket for the Warriors. Here's McBride. Hart trying to get open, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Stephen Curry.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And the Knicks with possession here. After the miss from Stephen Curry, Anunoby knocks down the 3 ball.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Trailblazers. On the wing, Anunoby. To the middle, here's Towns. The kick out to Anunoby. Off target from outside. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The shot by Curry, no good.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Hart the pass to Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. Knocks it loose. And it's the Warriors on the break. Podziemski's shot is good.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Hart. 11 points last game. Green against Towns. Over Green. Towns with the bucket.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Here's Curry. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Butler from outside. It's rebounded by Towns. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. McBride passes to Towns. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. The The Warriors pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Here's Pajemski. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And New York making a change here. Payne's checked in. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
I'll tell you this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thank you, David. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Third is Karl Anthony Towns.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Here's Pajemski. Butler feeling out a bit. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
If you want to check Jimmy Butler, you better be ready to compete. This guy is always playing hard.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And the first one drops.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
That one misses. We know Doris that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Here's Moody after Mikal Bridges' bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hield. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Wow, Buddy Hield, usually the guy they're trying to create open shots for. This time he returns the favor.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Payne. They grab their own miss. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2. Butler attacking. Majemski on the wing. Green, the screen, releases. Majemski's shot is good. Majemski's got 5 now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here's Bridges. Really played well against Portland in his last outing.
This is something you're seeing evolve with Mikal Bridges, expanding his playmaking abilities.
Warriors trail by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Butler, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And here's Green outside. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. McBride passes to Payne. Inside. Here's Towns. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Knicks out front, leading by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
New York leading by 3. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Post in at the 5. Now here's Hield. He had 16 points in the win against Sacramento.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
This is why you have to stay attached to Buddy Hield. I don't care where he is on the floor. This guy has big-time range.
Payne with it. He has yet to score. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Right outside. Pass to Robinson. That one drops for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now Jackson Davis. Now here's Kuminga. Here's Curry. Clock at 6. From deep three-point territory. Oh, he made it, Doris! He made it!
Holy moly, he made that!
Wow! And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Another three for Golden State.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Knicks trail by 4, and many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajemski's coming in for Trace Jackson Davis. The Knicks also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Robinson. And Hart subbed in for Anunoby. Warriors on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Achua. Here's Hart, covered by Heel. And Brandon Pajemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Wright. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Draymond Green. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Getting around 12 points a game, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. Moody's subbed in for Buddy Hield. Butler finds Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 9 points in the quarter. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
5 on the clock. Here's Shamet. And that time, also a missed shot.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Pass to Moody from deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Knicks, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Now here's Payne. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Towns is so difficult to guard, and it doesn't matter if he's inside or outside. He's tough.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
The free throw drops for Towns.
What's striking about Karl Anthony Towns is his resiliency. He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude.
And the Warriors making a change here. Hield's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Anunoby, he's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. Mikal Bridges comes in for Landry Shamet. And Miles McBride subbed in for Payne.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Podziemski. And here is Green. Hield with a screen on Towns. Green, no luck. Knicks trail by 5. Hart the pass to McBride. Towns against Green. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The free throw drops for Towns.
And this guy is exceptional from the charity stripe. You want a guy like Karl Anthony Towns who can knock these down as a big.
So he gets them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. Back to McBride. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers. And what has been the trend for Draymond Green?
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. The Warriors, 4th.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Hield. 1:16 left to play in the first half. Butler finds Podziemski. Shot clock at 6. Hield with it. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Free throw good. Hart.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Hard against Butler, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Well, there's a gritty nature to what Jimmy Butler does, just outworking people down low.
McBride passes to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Warriors leading by 4. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, I love to watch Jimmy Butler work in the post. High activity level, hard not to foul that guy.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
What you love about Jimmy Butler is leadership is hard. There's times where you've got to say tough things to your teammates. You need guys like Butler who will do it.
Both shots good from the stripe. 19 seconds left in the first half. Here's McBride. An 11-point game for him in the win against Portland.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Count it. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game. Well, it doesn't get much better than this, fellas.
Are you joking? Could be much better. We had something other than veggies and hummus at the craft service table, Keeney.
Yes, indeed, but I love those veggies. But I have to agree with Shaq. The food options here, Ernie, are starting to lack.
It's always about food with you two, and I'm a big hummus fan. Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Here's McBride. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges out there with Miles McBride. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the four-man position.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Outside Butler, back to Curry. Just 4 to shoot. At the top of the key, Moody. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Moody's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, there's evidence all over the floor of how well Stephen Curry runs this team. He does a good job keeping them at their pace and making all the right decisions.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Towns.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Anunoby passes to McBride. Pass to Hart. Anunoby outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Anunoby's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Knicks.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Warriors. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And for the Warriors, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Green, no luck. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Anunoby, good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Moody. Outside Butler. Shot to stop the run. Some solid defense from Hart.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Now McBride. Anunoby with it. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Curry with the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Knicks leading by 7. Here's Hart. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Warriors have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And he makes that one.
It would be easy to take for granted the greatness we see every time Stephen Curry hits the floor. Another special performance right now.
It's stolen by Green. Butler up top. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
McBride bounce pass. Towns against Green. In the corner, it's Bridges. 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. There's a break in the action, so let's now take a look at the teams with the highest field goal shooting percentage. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Knicks 4th.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Here's Payne. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And the Knicks lead by 4. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Butler kicks to Hield. 1:30 left to play here in the third. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And here's Payne. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. It's good. And it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Podziemski. Butler with the ball. Achiuwa is on him. Butler, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
And he can't get the first one.
What you admire about Mikal is he's such a grinder. You watch his defense, you can feel the intensity with this guy.
Armstrong's checked in for Brandon Pajemski. And New York with a change here, too. White's checked in. And the second free throw, good. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Butler gets a step. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
That's an example to me of the attack mindset of Jimmy Butler. Puts it on the deck, draws contact. Simple.
First one falls for him. And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. The Knicks making a switch here. No good on the second free throw.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Payne with a screen for Wright. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Spencer. Now here's Butler. Over to the left wing.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Heel. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. They double-team Curry. Kuminga with a wide-open look. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his third assist on the night.
Now, everyone's focused on Stephen Curry. He's focused on finding the next best shot. What a pretty pass.
Robinson finds Achiuwa. Back to Robinson. Now Payne. "11 feet away. It's hauled in by Jackson-Davis.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Well, Hield knows you're going to give him a significant amount of attention. He uses that to find the open teammate.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. To the inside, Achiuwa, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Curry passes to Kuminga. Pajemski, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. The Knicks making a switch here. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Here's Curry. Pass to Post. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Whether he's improvising or whether he's running set plays, Steph Curry is an absolute force.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
That one drops. He ties it up. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Now here's Payne, guarded by Curry. Can't hit from 12.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Podziemski with it, right's there. Shot by Podziemski, no good. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's Wright missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And the Warriors miss again.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Here's Payne. It goes straight through with the swish. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Healed the pass to Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. Now Curry. Payne covering. 6 to shoot. Hield sets the pick for Curry. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Right down low. He's defended by Podziemski. Oh, they get it back. It's up a 3. And Beauchamp gets it to go. Beauchamp's got his first 3 points of the game.
Delon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. Teammate open, let me find him.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Butler on the way. Outside Curry. Now Moody. Butler kicks to Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
One of the best ever at embracing big moments. Steph up to the challenge.
Back to McBride. Towns for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low. Oh, tough play by Butler.
We know this about Jimmy Butler. The guy has no fear. He delivers when his team needs it.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Towns. Pajensky grabs the board. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. They double-team Curry. Now here's Green. Butler with the ball. In the paint, Butler.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
Pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
Curry looking it over. Curry crashes inside.
Steph Curry so cool under pressure. Big moment, no matter. He's ready.
Green against Towns. Over Green. And it's Towns missing.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
The shot by Butler, nobody around. It's good from beyond the arc.
Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns against Green. Bridges outside. Over in the corner, McBride. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Green with the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul. There's 25 seconds left in the game. And so they foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Launches it from deep. Draymond Green pulls it in. And here is Curry. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Stephen, this crowd tonight was energized by the show that you put on. What is that connection like?
On a night like tonight where everything's clicking, just want to embrace it. And more of a gesture of appreciation because this is a great place to play.
Yeah, it sure is, man, and you guys fed off of it. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.